Kokomo, are you ready for your main event of the evening? Let me hear you! Here we go, making his entrance to the blue corner, Joel Vasquez.
Joel Vasquez making his way here tonight to our cage for our pro main event here tonight. 4-0 as a professional. Half of his wins are by KO.
Actually, I think the thing I got here is 4-0 is an amateur, 1-0 is a pro. That's what I was told. I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah. You're right, Chris Lido. I read my notes wrong.
That's all right. That's all right.
4-0 is an amateur, and half of those wins are by KO.
Okay, but
the
still,
other half by decision.
basically 5 fights hasn't tasted a defeat yet. You know what I mean?
That's it. His one fight as a pro come by body kick.
Really?
Yep. Be exciting to see what kind of power this guy has in them things attached to his hips.
I mean, I love it. He's coming out of New York.
Brooklyn, New York. They talked about when they picked him up at the airport. As he was riding through the cornfields of the great Indiana, he had a little bit of culture shock coming through
probably
here.
like, whoa, what's going on here?
Like you'd never seen such vast land.
Yeah. Where's all the big buildings?
Exactly.
We got a few, but they're not here, you know.
They see one farmhouse out in the distance.
Yeah.
They're amazed. How does that guy live out there by himself?
Yeah, what's going on here? Yeah.
But we definitely cannot expect nothing other than a stud to come in here tonight from Brooklyn, New York.
Yeah, you don't come from Brooklyn to lose. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
The guy's undefeated right now in 5 outings. All he knows is victory. All he knows is how to win. He didn't come here to lose.
Joel Vasquez coming in obviously in shape. Anxious to see what he can do with that here tonight in our main event. Let's go to Brady L. Davis to bring in his opponent.
And now making his way to the red corner, Henry Huff.
Henry Huff making his way to the cage here tonight. Three 3-0 as a pro. Another guy with a big amateur career. Obviously found himself in some rough spots before he decided to go pro.
Yeah.
His only loss that he's ever had throughout his career has been to a decision.
Yeah.
We talked about that earlier, and my respect for a guy whose only loss has been to a decision.
Yeah.
So.
He's a grinder, man. He's not gonna go out easy. You know, you're gonna find that point that's tough, and you're gonna push past it, and that's what he's done all his career.
Henry Huff making his way out of Team Cologne. Carlson Gracie Jiu-Jitsu team up there. Those guys, we talked about them earlier. Studs. We know that Henry's coming in ready and well prepared.
Now, talking to his coach, Steve Bloom, this was the first time he's had real difficult with his weight cut, so have to keep an eye on that, see if it's something that was just a one-off. If he has trouble making it again, knowing Steve Bloom, he'll say, you're not fighting this weight class anymore.
That's exactly it. Henry Huff, 30 years old, finding it a little bit harder to make that weight cut down to 135. We'll see if he stays around here. Let's go to Brady L. Davis to get this exciting main event going.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Colosseum Combat 54. This is your main event of the evening. Scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the bantamweight division. Fighting first out of the B2 Digital blue corner, he is trained in Maisonette's Muay Thai and Matt Kaplan's submission grappling. Representing Iron Rooster Muay Thai and Bancho MMA. Sponsored by Buddy's Bodega NYC and Shanti Ritual CBD. Weighing in at 134 pounds even with an undefeated record of 1 win and 0 losses from Brooklyn, New York, Joel Action Vasquez. His opponent across the cage, fighting out of the One More Gym red corner, is a freestyle fighter representing Team Cologne, weighing in at 139.8 pounds, with an undefeated record of 3 wins and 0 losses from Portage, Indiana, Henry Huff! Fighters to the center of the cage for final instructions by our referee, Trent Genosa.
All right, gentlemen, we went over the rules in the back. Want a nice, clean fight. Protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Touch them up if you want.
See the mutual show of respect there in the hug at the center of the cage. As we start off our main event here tonight, Henry Huff in the red tape, Joel Vasquez in the blue tape.
Let's fight!
Now, just going off of just pure stereotypes and things that don't mean much. I mean, typically you have a guy from the Midwest. He's a grinder, get in there, get the takedown, try and make it a dirty, nasty fight. Then you got the guy from New York, more of a flashy, probably submission guy, maybe knockout. I don't know. We'll see if that's how the fight plays out, though.
Big East Coast hands, guy coming from Brooklyn. He's going to be ready to throw some leather.
Yeah. Or also have some phenomenal jiu-jitsu. Who knows?
Henry Huff with an awkward little down strike there.
Yeah.
Both guys kind of filling each other out. That's that pro experience, Chris. They're looking for that opening, kind of downloading some information right now, seeing what to do with it. Oh, eye poke right there. Poke. The referee says no, let's keep going. Henry Huff with a right and miss. Joel Vasquez with a 1-2 and a leg kick. A leg kick to the inside of Henry Huff there. Back to the 1-2 from Joel Vasquez.
Like you're talking about, this is a lot of the feeling out process right now. They're looking for weaknesses, looking for holes, things they can exploit later on.
Another 1-2 that lands. That right lands hard on him.
He is hurt.
This could be the beginning of the end right now.
That is it. That's
he is out. Chris Final.
Wow.
Joel Vasquez all the way from Brooklyn, New York.
Wow. Just
did not come for a loss. Huge 1-2. The 2 landed right on the chin of Henry Huff. Takes him to the mat. Joel finishes with some ground and pound. Gawks away with the win here tonight. Moving 2-0 as a pro.
I mean, and I know Henry's disappointed, but when he started getting hit with those punches, his head was bouncing off the ground. He was taking a lot of clean shots. He wasn't reacting well.
See some of the punches there. Right there, it looks like he was out, Chris.
Yeah.
I think that was a pretty good stoppage.
It was a good stoppage, man. I mean, I know he's understanding. He's not understanding because, I'm fine. It's like, no, now you're fine, but you didn't realize what we saw. You know what I mean? So I understand he's disappointed, but just got clipped, he got caught, and that's what happens sometimes.
Obviously disappointed in Henry Huff. Always a game opponent. No shame in that game. He will be back. Maybe not at 135 with the weight cut that he had.
Yeah, and sometimes that can affect you when you cut too much weight or you have a tough cut. I mean, just reaction time's a little bit slower. Maybe that's what happened.
That's it. And you saw in the replay there that body go limp, and that's exactly what the referees are looking for. They're looking for that body to go limp. For that split second, he went limp. The referee stepped in, called it.
Yeah.
Well, let's go to Brady L. Davis to make this one official in our main event here at Colosseum Combat 54.
Ladies and gentlemen, at 1 minute 33 seconds in the first round, your referee Trent Genosa calls a stop to the action due to unanswered strikes. Your winner, Colosseum Combat 54 main event is Joel Action Vasquez!
Wow, I mean, what a fight right there. I mean, Joel Vasquez looked phenomenal.
Please remember the Colosseum Combat 54 official after party at Moe's River Room. Thank you all for coming this evening. Be safe on the way home. God bless. Shady Brady out.
Yeah, you're right, Chris. Joel Vasquez coming in, obviously with some heavy hands, landing some of that leather straight to the face there. Henry Huff winning him the W here tonight at Colosseum Combat.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully we can have him return to fight. I mean, look very good right there. I'd like to see what he has. When we get him some more, I mean, just keep stepping him up, tougher opponents, because the guy hadn't lost it. It's very difficult.
Definitely. I'm excited to see more. We're definitely going to have this kid back from Brooklyn, New York. I'm sure the B2 Fighting Series and Colosseum Combat, we're going to do everything possible to see more of that kid.
Absolutely.
He's going to make his way to 2-0 as a pro here tonight. Definitely going to go back to Brooklyn with his head held high.
All right, well, I mean, I thought it was a great night of fights. I mean, I'm really impressed with some of our amateurs.